America, we are back, baby. Welcome to another episode of America Unfiltered with James Pascaludis. We got a great episode for you guys tonight. It's our Casual Friday episode. Hope you guys have had a great week so far. We've got a lot of good responses about the episodes this week, more than usual. Our episode yesterday, I literally was reading the comments for like 45 minutes straight or so. So we got a lot of comments there. That was exciting. Hope you guys are enjoying your week, though. We're going to get right into the show today. We don't have a ton of crazy stuff to talk about. It's been a slower news day, but we do have an interesting show for you. I do want to talk about Donald Trump pulling a move to rebury the Epstein files and postpone the vote to release the Epstein files. I also want to talk about the White House's new report that says that rent is at an all-time low. But wait till you guys see the figures on this. It's so fucking ridiculous. And then our final thing we'll talk about today is Rabbi Shmuley comparing him renting out a room and having to pay for that room to Nazi Germany. You really can't make this shit up. You can't. SNL couldn't write jokes like that. Nobody could write jokes. Like, it's fucking insane, some of these people. So we're going to talk about all this today. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. Hope you enjoyed the show. I want to remind everyone to like and smash the follow button. Smash the subscribe button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the show. We'll read the comments at the end of the show today. And please remember to scan the code, join our Telegram channel as well to stay updated on all things America Unfiltered and America First. But with that, we are going to get right into the show today. I do want to bring you guys over to our big screen. Give me one moment just to get it pulled up here. I want to show you guys this first. So this is Donald Trump's attempt, and it's a very sneaky attempt because most people aren't realizing what he's actually doing. But Donald Trump's attempt to postpone the vote of the Epstein file release. The Epstein file vote was supposed to take place next week. Speaker of the House said this just a few days ago as the emails were coming out and as the government was reopening. And it looks like there is bipartisan support to get this vote passed, to get the full release of the Epstein files, the full disclosure of all this information, which would be groundbreaking. I mean, this is one of the things Donald Trump campaigned on, and now Donald Trump is one of the people who's trying to bury it. Like, I'm still with what Donald Trump was campaigning on. Let's put America first, let's deport the immigrants, and let's get the fucking Epstein files out there. Let's be the most transparent administration of all time, not one of the most corrupt administrations of all time. And that's what it seems we have. We have an administration who is bombing Iran for Israel, an administration burying the Epstein files, fucking up the Charlie Kirk investigation. They're not even releasing the information on what happened with Thomas Cook, although Tucker Carlson released a 30-minute video about that today. I urge everybody to go watch that over the weekend. I think I'm actually going to do a reaction stream to that over the weekend, and I will have a weekend upload most likely this weekend because of that. It's a very good video, about a 30-minute video, very worth the watch though, and it shows a lot of corruption was taking place, a lot of really interesting things. But I want to get back into this. I want to talk about what Donald Trump is doing. So Donald Trump has instructed Pam Bondi to reopen the Epstein investigation just before Thomas Massie's bill to release all the files goes to a vote. Because it is under investigation, this is blocking the release of the files. They're not allowed to vote on the release of the files. They're not allowed to release them because it would be it would be under an active investigation. Sorry about that. I was fumbling my words for a second there. But this is one of the most corrupt things. And not only would it be under an active investigation, Donald Trump is telling Pam Bondi to actively look into pretty much everybody named in the files besides himself, even though Donald Trump was named in over 75% of the emails released by the Oversight Committee. So this is one of the most fucking corrupt things I've ever seen. I mean, Donald Trump literally is pulling the strings for Jeffrey Epstein from beyond the grave. I don't know if Donald Trump is doing this for Israel, if Donald Trump is doing this because Ghislaine and her people have some dirt on him, or if Epstein and his people have dirt on him, whatever it is. But it seems like Donald Trump is most likely guilty. I mean, let's think about this very objectively for a second. If Donald Trump wanted to clear his name, and Donald Trump was legitimately not guilty in any of this, if Donald Trump knew in his mind that he is 100% innocent like he says, why wouldn't he exonerate himself? He is the commander-in-chief. He has the ability to just say, we're going to put all the files out there today, and nobody could be able to stop it. And if Donald Trump was innocent, it would make every fucking person, including people like me, including the Democrats, including a lot of Republicans like Thomas Massie, Marjorie Taylor Greene, a lot of America First patriots, it would make them look fucking stupid. And if Donald Trump could do that, he would. Donald Trump wants to shut this out of the media. He tried very fucking hard to do this. It was very clear. But Donald Trump right now is doing everything he can to bury the information instead of be transparent, like he promised. He promised the most transparent administration in history, the golden age of America. Does the golden age of America include the burial of the Epstein files? Literally, Donald Trump was the president when Epstein was killed. Donald Trump is now the president again when the files are buried. Elon Musk directly tweets out that Donald Trump was in the files, and then he's in the Oval Office for the final time with a black eye that he said a toddler gave him. Very fucking odd what's going on. And Donald Trump was then named in about 75% of the emails from the Oversight Committee. And Donald Trump is now relaunching the investigation to the fake Epstein hoax that he called it. He was like, Epstein who? The Epstein hoax? That's a Democratic hoax. It's not even real. Kash Patel said there are no files. They said there were no trafficking victims. There was no ties to show that he was killed, that he definitely killed himself. And Donald Trump says to Pam Bondi, let's reopen the investigation, but I only want you to look into very certain people, and they're all Democrats. None of them Republicans, none of them in Trump's administration, and none of them are named Donald Trump. This is so fucking insane, so fucking corrupt, and we need to use our voices to stand against this, let the administration know our dissatisfaction with their job on this, and let the entire world know our dissatisfaction with our president, the government itself, protecting a pedophile from beyond the grave. It's fucking crazy what's happening. We literally cannot get answers no matter how hard we try. No matter what we do. We even got to the point where they reopened the government after the longest shutdown in history. And it really seemed like this shutdown was due to the Epstein files over everything else. Donald Trump didn't want them to get released. The day the government reopened, they got the 218th signature to force the vote. And then it looks like they got bipartisan support, which would allow them to vote positively to get the files out there so we could have full transparency. But Donald Trump did not do what we were asking for. Instead, he is protecting himself, protecting Ghislaine, protecting Israel, protecting the pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. It's so fucked up. Stuff like this really infuriates me. I want to really thank Diligent Denizen for his amazing reporting on this subject. Diligent Denizen is one of the only people, along with Candace Owens, who is really looking for information on the Charlie Kirk case. He is also very active in the Donald Trump investigation when it comes to things like Jeffrey Epstein. And for people curious about who this guy is, he is not a Democrat at all. He is somebody who actually voted for Donald Trump, campaigned for Trump like me, and he would have similar posts about Trump. He's very big in X Spaces. That's where his biggest platform is. He does a lot of X Spaces. I've been in a few with him. And this guy has, just like me, flipped on Donald Trump around the time of Iran-Israel, and then when Donald Trump buried the Epstein files, did a complete 180 similar to me, where it's like, okay, this fucking guy is losing his mind. Donald Trump went from being a president that we supported to a president that we're now very, very suspicious of. I mean, I'm extremely suspicious of what Donald Trump is guilty of, because innocent people do not act this way. I want to put myself in Donald Trump's shoes for a second. I mean, if I was Donald Trump and everybody was saying, this guy's a pedophile, this guy's a pedophile, this guy did this, this guy did this, this guy did this, I would be like, no the fuck I didn't. Here's the files, look for yourselves. I'm not even in there. But Donald Trump's name is all over the fucking files, and not only are they all over the files, they show that Donald Trump was possibly on the island. Donald Trump spent hours with a victim. Donald Trump literally was having dinner with Jeffrey Epstein in 2017. So Donald Trump said that he broke his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein in 2004. And now it's being reported that in 2017, Donald Trump was having dinner with the guy, just 2 years before his arrest at Teterboro Airport on the major sex trafficking charges that inevitably got him killed in prison. Excuse me. So we're no closer to getting this information Although it seems like the vote might still happen, even if the vote passes, they're not going to be able to release any information until this active investigation is done. And we know they're going to try and have a few more tricks up their sleeve with this to try and keep either delaying it, postponing it, or bury the entire thing again. This is what Donald Trump's administration is doing in the name of transparency. They're saying they are the most transparent administration of all time. No, they are the most fucking corrupt administration possibly. I mean, this is borderline, worse than fucking George Bush. Like, this is so fucking bad. God's children were raped on an island endlessly in Palm Beach homes, in New York townhomes. And instead of getting transparency on that subject, we have a president who is protecting the pedophile. It's like Diligent Denizen said this in a tweet earlier. It's like you have two choices when it comes to parties right now. You have the party that wants to take your kids and feed them woke indoctrination bullshit, cut off their tits, cut off their penises, give them sex changes as minors. Or you have a party that wants to fuck your kids. What are we going to pick, guys? It's so fucked up. We really need the America First Party to bloom. We need the America First Party to start, and we will support it. We will vote for it. We will be behind it. We need true America First politicians who want to put the American people over everything, who want to give the power back to the people, who want to have full transparency when it comes to things like this. Support Americans over supporting foreigners, supporting Americans over supporting foreign labor and foreign nations, supporting the American dollar as well. That is very important because our dollar is not worth shit. I want to talk a little bit more about some of the other stuff we have. Like I said, it's just going to be a casual Friday stream. Hope you guys are enjoying your show. I want to take you guys into this Matt Walsh video. Very curious about this because Matt Walsh seems to be on the very opposite side of Ben Shapiro, and Ben Shapiro can't be happy about this. Ben Shapiro, after he saw this video, probably took Matt to the back and was like, "Your name is Toby, your name is Toby, your name is Toby." Just whipped the fucking shit out of him, treated him like the little slave bitch that he treats him like. I love Matt Walsh, but at the same time, I cannot stand the fact that the guy is working for the biggest Israeli shill in the media. Ben Shapiro is a relic of the past. He is a thing of the past. He is so fucking unimportant in today's day and age. And it's crazy because I grew up watching the guy. I actually admired the guy growing up. He had a lot of great takes, and I'm not saying those takes still aren't good. He has a lot of great takes about race, but he also has a lot of really fucked up takes as well. He says that Americans should not retire, that the idea of retirement is stupid. He says that you should not be able to live in your hometown, if you can't afford it, that we should just have to move to other countries or move to other places. But at the same time, it's such a double standard because it's like Israel can't afford to stay where they are without United States funding, but he wants us to send them money. But he doesn't want to support Americans who want to be able to stay in the big cities where the opportunities are, like we have been throughout the entirety of history. He wants us all to move out. He wants it to be billionaire-only run cities, obviously. It's so fucking ridiculous what Ben Shapiro is doing, that Ben Shapiro can't understand the double standards, that Ben Shapiro, he was literally bitching that people were taking clips of his out of context and tweets of his out of context just a few days after he took all of Nick Fuentes' clips out of context and tried to ruin Nick Fuentes' career again. But all it did was make him more popular. I don't think you guys realize this, and I'm sure you guys do, but I'm saying I don't think Ben Shapiro and the retards like Mark Levin, Laura Loomer, Ben Shapiro, Seth Dillon, I don't think they realize every time they write a negative article about Nick Fuentes, every time they speak about him, they utter his name, all they do is make him more popular because we all know at this point that Ben Shapiro is not America First. He does not want to put America first at all. He even said that the only reason he supports America is because it supports Israel. So, like Brett Cooper said, I think you would be happier in Israel. Why the fuck don't you just go home, Ben? Why don't you just go home? Why don't you leave? Why don't you go back to Israel? You and Bibi Netanyahu could suck each other off all fucking night long. It doesn't matter. We do not need you here anymore. You are doing nothing for America at this point. You are adding nothing. The only thing you're doing, and you're not trying to do it, you're trying to do the opposite, is you're boosting Nick Fuentes' career up, which I love that. I'm not going to lie. I love that Nick Fuentes is getting more and more popular by the hour every single time one of these Israeli shills posts something about him. But I want to go through this video of Matt Walsh. It's a very quick video, like 30 seconds, of Matt Walsh talking about America first. And I really think maybe Matt Walsh is trying to get himself fired. Matt Walsh probably has a contract there, and if he quits it, he probably loses either a lot of money, security guarantees, or the rights to his movies. I'm not exactly sure the details of his contract. But imagine if Ben Shapiro had to fire him and he got to keep all that, and then him and Nick Fuentes started in America First Network. How fucking awesome that would be. We're going to watch this video really quick. It's about 30 seconds.
What we want is for someone to unashamedly and single-mindedly advocate for Americans and Americans only. We want someone to say, you know, the only thing I care about is helping Americans. The only people I care about in the world are Americans. And we don't want to just hear that, but we want to see the action taken as well. You know, I've seen some people on social media say, hey, it's America first, but not America only. I disagree. I think it is America only.
Let's go.
It's like I said months ago, I consider myself an American chauvinist. America first, America only, I'm an American chauvinist. I don't care about it. This is the only thing I care about. America should be the only thing you care about, especially as a leader of the country. What we want
Let's go.
is for some...
America first, America only, bitch. We do not need to be supporting foreign nations. Ben Shapiro has to be seething about this. This guy has to fucking hate this video. I mean, literally, Matt Walsh posted a video not too long ago saying if you're supporting Israel, you're on the wrong side. And then he deleted it. Why did he delete it? Because his master told him to. Matt Walsh, it is time to get on the right side of history. You say you want a leader who puts America versus America only? Guess what? That guy exists. And all you have to do is leave your Israeli news network to come to a real American news network and support this guy. You're not even allowed to utter the name of Nick Fuentes or speak to him without your boss trying to fucking beat the shit out of you for it. It's crazy. All you have to do is leave the Daily Wire, and you will instantly make 10 times more money than you're making there. People will support the shit out of you. You'll have one of the most watched shows among American men, the youth of America, who are trending away from the Republican Party, but not to the left. They're trending to the America First side. America First, America Only, America First, Second, Third, Fourth, Fifth, Sixth, Seventh, every fucking number, all the way through last. America over everything. That's what we need. We need true America First politicians, true America First spokesmen. We have Nick Fuentes. We have people like Myron. We have people who are truly trying to put America first. But Matt Walsh would be an excellent addition to the team. So, again, this is my call out to you, Matt Walsh. Please leave your Israeli news network, leave Ben Shapiro, and come to the correct side of history. You will be very, very welcomed on this side. I want to keep moving on with our show. Like I said, not going to be a crazy long show. Hope you guys are enjoying it. It's just crazy. So, the White House posted this today. They go, great news. U.S. apartment rents see steepest October decline in more than 15 years. And then they post an article here. And then I want to show you guys. The national average rent fell to $1,708 from $1,713. What are you guys going to do with your $5 in savings? Just curious. What are you guys going to do with the $5 in savings you're getting from the rent drops? I don't know. I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree. Maybe I'll get some soap. Maybe I'll get some batteries for my Xbox controllers. $5 in savings, guys. Guys, this is the golden age of America. The golden age of America is here. We're saving $5 a month on rent, guys. Let's go. What a win. What a win, guy. Like, what the fuck do they think they won here? Do they think this was a smart thing to post? Like, who the fuck are you guys? This is nothing more than a bullshit-ass popcorn headline. Like, fuck you guys. $5 in savings? Go fuck yourselves. $5? Yeah, the biggest rent drop in 15 years, guys. $5 whole. I'm so fucking tired of this. I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm so fucking sick and tired of being lied to, raped, robbed, and looted in my own nation. Like, fuck this, guys. Like, they think we're retarded. They really do. They think we're fucking stupid. They think we're fucking dumb. They don't realize how much smarter Gen Z is than the fucking boomer retards who are running this country right now. When the boomer retards eventually die off and we're in power, because it'll be in 20 years, whatever the fuck, this country will be 10 times better because we will actually have people who want to put America first. We'll actually have intelligent people running the country. And I'm not saying every Gen Z person's intelligent. Trust me. I know a ton of retards my age. But the boomers are so fucking irrelevant, so fucking stupid. They feed off like Fox News and all this bullshit. They feed off everything like that. Like this right here will get misreported by Fox News. They'll be like, see, Donald Trump is trying to now, he waited for them to bring out the emails and now he's pinning it on the Democrats. They walked right into his trap is what they're going to say. Dude, you guys, the fucking retards, the boomers who watch Fox News are going to eat that shit up. No, that's not what's happening, sweetheart. That's not what's happening. Take a fucking seat, take the fucking red pill, and realize you're being fucked. You're being lied to. Fox News is just another shill for the GOP, and the GOP is doing nothing to help us. We need the America First Party to become a thing, because this right here is fucking abysmal. The steepest decline in 15 years is a $5 drop in your rent. And I doubt any of you guys are actually, like, it's not like my rent went down $5. Did your guys? I'm curious. Did your rent go down $5 over the last month? So fucking dumb. So fucking dumb. They really think we're retards. It's so hard to deal with when we have a government who is this fucking stupid and this arrogant. I want to keep going. This was interesting. I mean, this is still speculation at this point, but in a leaked email, one of the leaked emails, there was over 20,000 of them. But in a leaked email, the brother of Jeffrey Epstein, Mark Epstein, asked if Vladimir Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. Bill Clinton has been known as Bubba. Did Trump blow Billy? Did Trump blow Bill Clinton? I doubt it, but that'd be crazy. I don't know. I mean, you guys could see this right here. All good, banding with me. How you doing? A while back, you mentioned that you were pre-diabetic. Has anything changed with that? How is your boy Donald up to now? I'm reading from the bottom. I don't know why I'm doing that. But ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. Right here in the middle of the page for you guys. You and your boy Donnie can make a remake of the movie Get Hard. Sent via tin can and string. What the fuck? Like, what are these fucking retards talking about? But the fact that they're like, ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. I don't know why it reminds me of that joke where it's like, do you ever blow bubbles? No, I never met the guy. It's a stupid joke, but it's like, did Trump blow a guy named Bubba? Like, I don't know why I'm picturing, like, they're saying Bill Clinton is known as Bubba. I doubt Trump blew Bill Clinton. Although, again, it could have happened, I guess. I doubt it. But maybe Trump blew somebody. Like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, they obviously have some dirt on him. Some major piece of dirt on Trump that's making him act this way. Because Trump literally campaigned on getting this information out there. He campaigned on no new wars. He campaigned on all these things that he's now turning his back on. Including the no new wars and the Epstein files. And now we're getting information that shows that Donald Trump was still in contact, not only in contact, but having dinner with Jeffrey Epstein in 2017. That he spent hours with victims, and that now Putin apparently has dirt on Trump saying he blew Bubba. Who the fuck is Bubba? We demand to know, Donald Trump. Who did you blow? Who is Bubba? I thought Kamala was the slut in the election. You know, Kamala blew Willie Brown to get a job. And now we're finding out Trump blew Bubba. Who the fuck is Bubba? Guys, we need to know this. Who is Bubba? This is crazy. Like, I can't get over this one. I mean, this is so fucking insane. We have a president who's possibly blown a guy named Bubba. If we find out this is true, I mean, forget all the other stuff with fucking kids. I mean, this is enough to impeach the guy. This is enough to have a forced resignation in disgrace. Like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Trump and Bubba sitting in a tree. Like, what the fuck? I cannot get over this. We're going to keep moving on, though. I can't keep making jokes about this forever. But Donald Trump might be blowing a guy named Bubba, just for everyone to know. We don't, allegedly. But according to emails between Jeffrey Epstein and his brother, Donald Trump was blowing a guy. The golden age of America, folks. Guys, this is the golden age of America. The golden fucking age. I feel like I'm getting raped. I literally feel like I'm getting raped right now. I feel It's worse than a rape because this never fucking ends. This never ends. You know, at least a rape is done eventually. This never fucking ends. This is continuously going on. We have a president who continues to fail, who continues to backstab the American people, who is blind to the fact that we can see through all his bullshit. Like, you literally have his 24/7 response team on X who's like trying to quote tweet everybody who's talking about this, like, you're a liar, you're a liar. Like, fuck you guys. You guys are not getting through to Gen Z. Every fucking time they post something like that, calling us liars, calling us this, calling us that, it pushes us further to the America First side. Like, Donald Trump blew a guy named Bubba, apparently. What the fuck? And Putin's got a picture of it. Oh, this is fucking crazy. This is just great, guys, right? Again, the golden age of America. We're going to keep moving on, though. I want to show this. We're going to get into the back half of everything. Like I said, a shorter show today, and then we'll go to our comments at the end. But this was from Babylon B posted this article, and Megyn Kelly quote tweeted it. But Megyn Kelly gets rid of old pager just to be safe. And then she goes, what the fuck, at Seth Dillon. I mean, this is kind of a crazy post. Like, they're just taking shots saying, like, oh, yeah, we might come and kill you. And I get it. It's a satirical joke article. But at the same time, in this political climate, is this the correct thing to be posting? Is this an okay thing to be posting? And I'm usually not one to tone police at all. But, like, making jokes about political violence in one of the most politically violent times we've ever lived, the most politically violent time I've ever lived through, I mean, it's kind of fucked up. And it again, I say this a lot, but it really only takes like one schizophrenic retard to read something like this and then go actually try and make an attempt on someone's life. So people need to be very careful with a lot of the things they're talking about and posting. This was a very bad idea by the Babylon Bee, and they deleted it. We could be very happy about that, but they still posted it in the first place. But the fact that they deleted it confirms what I'm saying, that it was fucked up enough, and it just really wasn't okay. It's not something that should be acceptable in this time period within America when we're in a post-Charlie Kirk assassination world where we literally have people targeting people on every side of the aisle right now. America First, Democrats, Republicans, they're being targeted, and we need to stop that. We need to call for peace. We cannot have people saying like, oh, she has to get rid of her pager because we're going to blow them up the same way we blew up Hezbollah's when we sold them. Like, fuck off. Like, Seth Dillon's kind of a cunt. Claims to be a Christian, but he does not act like one. He really acts like an Israeli. He is a huge Israeli shill. We're going to keep moving on. Like I said, we only got a few more things to show you. This is a pretty crazy thing as well. And I'm proud of this kid. Honestly, if anything happens to this kid, I will be the first one to stand up against it, first one to talk about it. But a Boston University student has called ICE on a local car wash who is hiring a ton of illegal immigrants. And right now, BU students are starting a manhunt for this guy to try and track him down. The College Republicans president, Zach Siegel, after he notified ICE about these individuals who were here illegally. They're posting pictures like this up around the campus. Let me zoom in on that. Zach Siegel called ICE on car wash employees operating on work permits because they were not white, and he is proud of his actions. It's not just because they weren't white, it's because they're here fucking illegally and they're taking Americans' jobs. BU College Republicans, along with their president, Zach Siegel, supported the abduction of our beloved neighbors and willingly partake in the ethnic cleansing of our community. It's not ethnically cleansing to uphold the laws of the country. If people are here illegally, you have the right to remove them. I mean, again, that's fucking retarded. It's not the same as what Israel's doing, where they tried to kill all the people in Gaza. You know, they're killing unarmed women and children and journalists. That's ethnic cleansing. It's literally fucking insane. Ben Shapiro literally wrote an article about how Israel should ethnically cleanse Gaza. This type of hatred has no place in representing our school's track team and no place on our campus. We must hold him accountable for his disgusting behavior. Take action and email whatever. For the athletics department, they want to try and get this kid kicked off the track team. Again, they're just trying to ruin this white kid's life for no reason because he wants to follow the laws of the country. This person did the right thing. I fully support you, Zach Siegel. Honestly, Zach Siegel, you're the fucking man for this. I've done this personally myself. I have called immigration on a lot of places that I know are hiring illegal immigrants. I'm waiting for the deportations to happen. I even called them on my old neighbors when, year ago before I moved. But yeah, we need to do that. You can't have illegal immigrants living near you. You can't have illegal immigrants taking up homes in America, taking up jobs in America. Americans deserve those homes. Americans deserve those jobs. You want to see rent actually decrease? Okay, let's deport the fucking illegal immigrants. Let's stop the asset managers from buying the homes and jacking up the prices. You want to see the job market get better? Let's deport the fucking illegal immigrants. You want to see wages go up? Let's deport the fucking illegal immigrants. Let's stop allowing more legal immigrants. Like, this is pretty simple math, pretty simple science, guys. But the Democrats and the woke left mob does not seem to understand this, and instead they want to label, like, look, they have this picture with him, like, racist and fascist. Like, go fuck yourself. This is just a good-looking white kid who is doing God's work. He is doing what his country asked him to do, which is follow the laws of this nation and report crimes where he sees them. And I have gave these instructions to my viewers before, and I'm going to give them one more time. If you are looking for a new job, and you think the place you're applying to hires illegal immigrants, call ICE. Let them know. Put in a tip online. Do what you got to do. And then watch as more positions open up. This happened with a meatpacking plant in the Midwest where a bunch of illegal immigrants were hired, and then they called ICE on them, and they were all deported, and then there was a line of Americans around the block the next day ready to work. They say Americans won't do these jobs, but they're wrong. Americans will do the jobs. They just will not do them for slave wages. So, Zach Siegel, you have my full support. I'm going to urge my viewers to give your full support to this individual as well, because he is doing the right thing. And we cannot let these people touch him, harm him. We cannot let them continue on with this woke mob bullshit. I want to keep going on. I want to talk about, I found this to be pretty crazy. Dayton Napton, a Pontiac, Michigan homeowner, is charged with manslaughter after shooting Savon Wilson, a 17-year-old burglar who was hit through a door and later died from his injuries. Wilson's parents are pushing for murder charges. If you break into my house, if you get through the front door, I'm not even gonna, like, if I'm in the bedroom or if I'm, like, in another room or upstairs or, like, wherever I'm at, I'm not even gonna, like, go check who you are. If I hear people breaking in and it's 3 in the fucking morning, I'm just gonna start fucking blasting. This guy did the right thing. I am just gonna start fucking shooting. And you got about 3 seconds to get the fuck out of the house before you're fucking dead. And that's how homeowners should treat their homes. You have the right to defend your home. You have the right to use deadly force to defend your home if you need to. So, we got to give this guy our full support. But this guy had multiple people. It wasn't just this one individual. This was just the one individual who died. But there were 4 individuals breaking into this person's house past 2 in the morning, and he shot them. He shot and killed this individual right here, this young super predator who was trying to break into his home. And is it a really big surprise that this person is the usual suspect? It was the usual suspects trying to break in. It's rarely a bunch of little white kids trying to break into someone's house, but we know who is trying to do it. It's the people who don't have dads in the homes, the people who can only read at like an 11% rate in Chicago, the people who are failing this nation even though we give them billions of dollars a year. We need black society to fix itself in America. It starts in the home. It starts with improving your ability. Like, if you're a father, if you're a black father, if you leave your family, you are a disgusting piece of shit playing into stereotypes. If you are a black father, you have an obligation to not only discipline your kids, but set them on the correct path in life. And it means monitoring their social activity, monitoring their friends, monitoring who their friends' parents are, checking their grades. Again, like, every black parent should be acting like King fucking Richard, like Will Smith and King Richard. Like, you need to be making sure your kids are the smartest fucking kids around. You need to be doing everything to not, and again, maybe they're not the smartest kids around, but make them the most disciplined. Make them fear God. Put the fear of God into your children. They need to fear you like you fear God. And if you're not a Christ follower yourself, that's your first fucking problem. You need to fear God yourself as a black parent. And then you need to have your children fear you like you fear Christ. It is very important for black society to improve in America because it's only getting worse. And it honestly makes people like me scared because it's like, I don't want to go to certain neighborhoods. I actually don't go to certain neighborhoods. I don't go to certain towns even. I don't go to certain stores past certain times during the day. I lock my car doors if I enter on MLK Boulevard. You guys know the drill. You guys know what's up. But yeah, these super predators need to be dealt with. And super predators means anybody who is just acting violently for the sake of it. Anyone who is breaking into homes, committing assaults, robberies, any of these things, murders. We need to stop that. But these 4 individuals tried to break into this guy's home, and he shot and killed one of them. And now his parents are like, that's murder. No, it's not. Your children were attempting to break into this man's house, and he has every right to defend himself, defend his home and his property. And anyone who's like, maybe he took it too far. How the fuck did this guy take it too far? Again, why would he even risk like coming out checking who it is? Like, hey, you guys, who is that down there? Are you guys black or white before I start shooting? Like, that's what he would have to do. Because I guarantee if this was like a white kid who tried to break in and he shot him, there would be no media attention around this. People would just be like, a burglar broke in and a man used his Second Amendment right to defend himself and his home and his family. But no, when it's a little black kid, you got BLM all up in. They're about to fucking start riots over this, I bet. We're about to see their local McDonald's and Target burn down over this fucking criminal. And they're going to be like, no, look, he was on the football team. He had his whole life ahead of him. Yeah, his whole life of being a fucking criminal. He's 17 and he's already breaking into homes. What's he going to be like when he's 25? What's he going to be like at 35? It's probably not going to improve much because you failed as a parent. This is a message directly to his mom because I doubt his dad is in the home. There's only a 26% chance he has a dad in the home, and probably even less when you factor in the fact that he's committed crimes, because a lot of the black kids with dads in the home aren't committing crimes. It's really just the ones who have the single moms. It's fucking insane. I want to look at, like, yeah, I saw this comment earlier, and I was like, my baby didn't do nothing. He just wanted to rob your white ass. Now, where my check at? With the fucking little bitch nails and fucking eyelashes. I thought that was funny. It's just crazy that this is what we're dealing with, and some people will call you a racist for talking about this, but how is it racist to call out problems within a society it's in my country? Like, I don't want to feel unsafe in my own country, and if that means I have to call out the black crime stats, I'm gonna fucking do it. I do not care. If that means I have to call the young people like this kid who broke into someone's house, like, this is a super predator. There's no better word to describe this person than a super predator. Bill Clinton and Joe Biden had that one correct. We need to put the super predators in prison for life. They don't deserve shit. They deserve life in prison. And this kid is now about to get life in hell. He died doing something very criminal. Did not have time to repent for his sins. We're going to keep moving on. I have one more thing I want to show you guys, and this is Rabbi Shmuley playing into the stereotypes. Rabbi Shmuley, America's rabbi, sued for allegedly failing to pay a $710 condo amenity fee for October 7th memorial service. Disgusting, abusive, anti-Semitic, Israel-hating bill. Dude. The victim mentality is so strong in some people. It's fucking insane, but let's see. Rabbi Shmuley, an influential American rabbi and television personality, has allegedly likened 710 amenity space fees from his luxury Manhattan condominium to the Nazi regime. Now, the self-styled American rabbi is being sued by his building in part for allegedly failing to pay rental and cleaning fees for a common room used to hold a memorial service for an Israeli October 7th victim. It's like this guy rented out a room and didn't pay it, and he's like, this is Nazi Germany. Like, dude, you are fucking retarded. These people want to be victims so bad. It's not all of them, but retards like this, they want to be victims so bad. I mean, Rabbi Shmuley's a cunt. We all know it. He lives in we're just going to paraphrase this middle part because it's really not that important relative to the rest of it. But he lives in a $4.5 million condo in a luxury development. His wife, Deborah, is also named in the complaint for breach of contract. His present conflict with condo boards arose after he held 2 gatherings in the building in their 18th floor common room without making a reservation or paying the accompanying building fees, according to the court documents. One of the gatherings held in May was in honor of an Israeli, a 22-year-old German-Israeli woman who was murdered by Hamas on October 7th. He was billed $710 for the May event and another one September, according to the complaint, in keeping with the building's rules, a $500 rental fee and a $210 cleaning fee. The total fees added to his account amounted to $1,420 plus $400 in late fees. Excuse me. He has not only refused to pay the fees, the complaint says, but he has also publicly accused the Condo and his board members of being anti-Semites. I will not be punished for having a few friends over to comfort a Jewish father whose daughter was murdered by Hamas, is what he wrote in a September email circulating through the Waterline. As documented in the complaint, Waterline will be in the national news for their attempt to squash memorials by Jews murdered by Hamas, as is happening in other places all around the country and who are being sued for it. He took to Facebook in September, as cited in the court documents, publicly calling out the board in fiery posts in September 10th post, called the back and forth with the board a shameful saga. Jews have long been punished not only for living, but for mourning. He wrote, as seen in court documents, in medieval Europe, rulers charged Jews exorbitant fees for burials or denied them entirely. In Nazi Germany, Jewish funerals were forbidden. Bodies were dumped into pits. Families denied Kaddish. Now in Manhattan, a rabbi is threatened with the dire legal consequences for hosting a tiny memorial. The board in the complaint called the contents of the September 10th post an objectively false comparison. In another October email circulated to the board, as also seen in the court documents, he referred to the May 2025 charge as a disgusting, abusive, anti-Semitic, Israel-hating bill. Dude, they are just charging you for what you did. Like, that's fucking crazy. Does Rabbi Shmuley go to McDonald's, order a meal, and then bitch that he's like, it's anti-Semitism, I have to pay for the soda? Like, dude, fuck off. You are acting like a victim for no reason. You live in a high-end condo. High-end condos generally have fees to rent out the common rooms and fees for cleaning. And you live in a $4.5 million condo, and this is a $1,400 bill. Go fuck yourself, you cheap cunt. Go pay it. Like, fuck you, Rabbi Shmuley. You are such a fucking idiot. This is blatantly anti-Semitic, and this is blatantly anti-Semitic assault on my rights as an Israel-loving Jew, he told the New York Post. He added that the $3,000 a month he pays the building in fees includes the use of its amenity spaces. He said that his use of the space for the Memorial May, which he described as a gathering of 8 people, did not meet the number required to make formal reservation. Even if you don't have to make a formal reservation, you still have to rent out the fucking space. You still have to, you still have to pay the rental fee for the space and the cleaning fee. Like, you are not above everything because you're Jewish, because it was, like, does he think this boardroom was promised to him 3,000 years ago? Go fuck yourself, Rabbi Shmuley. In the Israel National News, decrying the building's response to his event for his daughter, he said he has experienced blatant harassment with the building and claimed he is watched and spied on like a hawk to see if I'm doing anything for Israel. I mean, that's... Honestly, if your building's doing that, I'm happy about it. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You are probably an Israeli spy. I mean, there is a thing where it's like, you don't even have to officially be part of Mossad to work with Mossad. Jews throughout the world, I forget the exact name of it, I can look it up at the end of the show, but Jews throughout the world have a thing where they can basically report to Mossad and, you know, they can basically build a kind of currency with Israel and Mossad for contributing information to them. And they're basically just spies. And it's not to say they all are, but it does give an incentive where it's like, okay, maybe we should keep an eye on some of the people who are very active in the media, or keep an eye on some of the people who are acting this way or who seem to put their alliance to Israel over America. Because it seems like this guy as well would just be happier if he lived in Israel. The charge is all about punitive measures to ensure that Israel is not mentioned in the building. Dude, again, go fuck yourself. The board managers of the 2 Waterline Square condominium, represented by Adam Leitman Bailey, claim that the rental and cleaning fees are uniformly charged to every resident that uses the common room. Oh, except for him, because it was promised to him 3,000 years ago, guys. Beyond resolving the alleged breach of contract, they simply want him to stop bullying the residents and to cease from violating the building's rules. The complaint alleges further incidents of individual harassment against the board and building staff in publications and personal encounters. A majority of the board members are Jewish, they even added. Yeah, these anti-Semitic Jews are trying to charge me a cleaning fee, guys. Guys, these anti-Semitic Jews are... are trying to charge Rabbi Shmuley a cleaning fee, and it's now Nazi Germany. He's comparing it to Nazi Germany. Again, you cannot make this shit up. You really can't. You cannot even make this shit up. This isn't governance. It's a corrupt coup led by Nancy Chen, Randy Wax, June Hu, and absentee Dan Center, and it comes wrapped in the same anti-Semitic whitewash we saw when they targeted us for honoring Shani Luke, said Rabbi Shmuley in the September press release, as seen in the complaint. Dan Sr., a condominium board member and prominent American columnist, and Randy Wax, the board's president, were specifically called out by Rabbi Shmuley in an email as supposed champions of Israel. Senior is involved in Jewish causes. Wax is involved in philanthropic causes for Israel. Another board member is an Israeli citizen and veteran of the IDF. Rabbi Shmuley accused him of being fraudulently elected to the board, according to an email. So he's literally calling former members of the IDF a bunch of anti-Semites, dude. Like, I mean, this is just, I don't even know what to say at this point. It's just fucking crazy. On Friday, Rabbi Shmuley took to Facebook, tagging Waterline and quoting a message of support for Shmuley attributed to Nisam Luke. Instead of compassion, Rabbi Shmuley was confronted by a building manager, ignored by the manager's superiors, and threatened with legal action by the company's attorney, the Post stated. The statement shared by Rabbi Shmuley concludes, how can a memorial for a young woman murdered by terrorists be turned into a legal issue? Because you refuse to pay. Because you got a bill and you refuse to pay. It's like, do you go down to like Spark Steakhouse in New York and do you order a meal and then at the end be like, nope, it was promised to me 3,000 years ago. And they're like, no. Here's your bill, sir. It's common that, every person who comes here has to pay a bill. This is blatant anti-Semitism. This is Nazi Germany. How are they doing this? Is this okay to treat Jews like this? Like, dude, if you have a repass at a restaurant after a funeral, you still have to pay the fucking bill. It's not just promised to you because you're Jewish. Go fuck yourself, Rabbi Shmuley. Like, this is insane. Anybody who still supports Rabbi Shmuley, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? This guy's a fucking idiot. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. That's been the entire show for the day, though, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Let me bring you guys back to our main screen. I mean, Rabbi Shmuley is fucking insane. I'm going to close out some of these tabs. We're going to go over to our comments. I want to remind everyone to like and smash the follow button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the show. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show so far. Hope you guys have enjoyed your week. Hope you guys do have a great weekend planned as well. I want to pull up our comments here. We didn't get as many as the other day. I mean, that was the most comments we ever got on one show, but we got a good bit of comments. We're going to dive into them today. Let me get my headphones set up here. A lot of people really seem to like my message about Donald Trump failing America, MAGA being dead. We're still getting comments about that episode. Getting the first comment pulled up here. Oh, what? 1 second, it's fucking being weird. Alright, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Quick technical difficulties, but I just got them fixed. I didn't have the audio on, and I started playing it, and I needed to wait for it to finish to start it again.
I'm glad you said it too. I was a diehard Trump supporter. However, as soon as he bombed Iran, for Israel, literally everything changed. Ever since then, it's been a complete downward spiral. The blackmail that Israel has on him is obviously enough to destroy the entire Trump family.
Yeah, I mean, if Trump blew a guy named Bubba, I mean, that's crazy blackmail. They definitely have something on him because he bombed Iran. Bibi Netanyahu has visited, 4 times now? 3 or 4, I think it's 4 times now. Donald Trump and everyone in the United States government has gone to Israel to visit. They are about to set up a new MOU with Israel. Instead of the usual 10 years, $3.8 billion a year, they're looking for 20 years and over $80 billion because they know they're going to lose the support from whoever the next president is, that supporting Israel as Americans has gotten so fucking unpopular that it's not going to continue. And Yeah, it's very clear that Donald Trump is Israel first, not America first. He's donors first, not America first. I appreciate your comment. I feel the same way. I feel betrayed, and I honestly feel so fucking stupid because I was literally on this show speaking so highly of the guy. It made me look fucking stupid. So I'm right with you there, sir. I appreciate your comment. We're gonna go to the next one.
Fellow Gen Zer, I share the same dissatisfaction with President Trump. It angers me to see Trump spitting on all of us Americans with the negative 1B visas. Trump claims this is the greatest country on earth yet. According to him, the people who inhabit this country are not inept enough to hold certain jobs or attend our own universities. This administration is a joke, but I will remain America first.
Yeah, we can't be blackpilled and completely give up. I love that you're going to remain America first. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy. When Donald Trump said, no, we don't have the talent here, it's because he had to save face with China, and the only way he could win a trade war with China is to bring in 600,000 Chinese spies. It's fucking insane. The H-1B scam needs to end. Marjorie Taylor Greene actually proposed a bill to end the H-1B scam, but they're trying to primary her. I mean, literally, the people in the United States Congress who are the most America first, they're trying to get rid of. Why? Because they're America first and they're not Israel first, like all the apex schmucks. We're going to keep going on. Yeah, I totally agree with your comment. It's absurd. And love that we have more Gen Z listeners. Gen Z is the smartest generation by a lot.
I love your show, James. I've listened to every one of them for about the past 2 months since I discovered you.
Let's go.
I don't always agree with everything, but I'm down for the America First movement, and I'm glad we can have a discussion on it all. I'm a welder in the Midwest and make over $100K a year. For more context on my last comment, so yeah, life is good. I work my ass off for my children so they can live a better life than I had. Great show. Hope you get up to millions of followers soon. AF flag of the United States.
Let's go. Dude, I love the support. Thank you. That shit hypes me up. You've watched almost every show for a few months. That's fucking awesome. I appreciate that a lot. Let's see. What else did you say? Yeah, I mean, we don't have to agree on everything. That's the beauty of this. We can disagree on things and we can just have discussions about it. The key is just having a good faith discussion and not being like some of the people who do comment who are just like, oh, you're a fucking anti-Semite. It's like, dude, I don't hate anybody. I just want America to stop getting raped, robbed, and looted. I really appreciate your comment. That's fucking awesome that you make that much as a welder. That's fucking awesome. Hell yeah. And yet you're doing it all for your children. That's even better. That's fucking amazing. I mean, you know, maybe invest some of the money for your kid's future. I'm sure you're already probably doing that. I'm not trying to like overstep. I'm just thinking based off what you're saying. But that's awesome. I really appreciate the support. And again, we don't have to agree on everything. We just have to agree that Americans should be put first, and we can debate the rest, you know? We could have calm conversations, good faith conversations about the rest. So I really appreciate your support. I appreciate that we have a good dad trying to put his kids over everything and put America over everything. Christ is king, America first. Let's go. You're based for that. Thank you. We got another comment here. We're going to go into it.
Your suit, tie, and hairdo are looking extra crisp today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't have the suit and tie today, but that was from yesterday. I appreciate it. That's from one of our women listeners. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot. That means a lot. Thank you. I just got a new haircut. New fucking haircut. What's that old video? I'm trying to think of that old video where he's like, got my new fucking haircut. Jaeger Bomb's new fucking haircut. It's like a really old skit, but I don't know. I remember watching that when I was a kid. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're going to go. We got a short little thread here. This one's about the Catholic Church.
Hey, you want to hear about another massive pedo conspiracy with power? The Catholic Church.
Yeah, and I've talked about that at length on this show. I completely condemn what happened. It was awful. It brought millions of people away from the church. It took a long time for a lot of those people to get back. And every decent Catholic, and for the most part, almost every Catholic, really struggled with that. I mean, that was a really big thing to a lot of us. Like a really terrible, awful thing that happened that we all were disgusted by. And it took a lot of faith for a lot of people to find their way back to the church after that. And I still know people who still haven't even found their way back to the church after that. It's something that does happen in all religions, but it was protected by the Catholic Church for a while. They would move them around. They would protect them up through high levels. It was very, very corrupt, very terrible, very bad practices, and it was abuse of Christ, abuse of religion, abuse of children, abuse of terrible things that, again, have to be completely condemned. But the difference between, us and like people like Donald Trump with that, us and other religions with that, is like we can condemn the bad practices. We can say that was terrible, that happened, and we need to set a good path forward to make sure stuff like that doesn't happen in the future. But a lot of other religions don't do that. Like Muslims really don't do shit like that, and the Judaism religion doesn't do as much stuff like that, although they are okay about some stuff, but still, it's terrible what they do with that. Let's see. We got a few people who responded to this comment. We'll play their responses.
Very true. We haven't heard much lately about it, but the Catholic Church has had a lot of pettis over the years. One of the most embarrassing aspects of being a Christian, although I'm a Southern Baptist.
Yeah, I mean, it was really terrible. You don't hear as much about it now because we did a lot to make sure stuff like that doesn't happen again. And I'm not saying, no priest will ever do that to a boy, or no religious figure will ever do that to a child again. Obviously, you can't fully stop those things forever. There is evil in this world, but we can do everything we can to try and prevent it. And the Catholic Church has done an insane amount of work to try and prevent that, to make up for the terrible acts of some of the most corrupt people who were abusing their religious power and abusing these children. It was one of the most awful things ever. And it's something that, like, I personally struggled with that for years. Like, I was disgusted by it, and I didn't want to go near a church for a while. Like I've talked about a lot on this show, I was a cradle Catholic, and I went away from the church when my parents got divorced, which was similarly around the same time that, the scandal was really coming to light. The movie Spotlight came out, stuff like that. It was really, really awful. And getting back into the church, that was really one of the struggles in my mind about it, about like what the Catholic Church did. And then you realize it's not really, it's about your relationship with Christ and God over everything else. And the Catholic Church has done a lot to try and come back from that and try and keep away from those terrible behaviors and remove the bad actors who were committing those terrible behaviors. So again, I'm not for what they did. I think it's obviously the worst fucking thing, completely condemnable, and we need to speak about that continuously. But at the same time, we also do need to acknowledge that they have made tremendous progress to remove those bad actors, and we need to encourage other religions, other forms of Christianity to do the same. And a lot of them have. Your Southern Baptists, they have done a lot as well to remove bad actors. Presbyterians have done a lot to remove bad actors. Even Judaism has done some to remove bad actors, so there's still a lot, and Muslims don't really seem to do as much, though. We had another response here.
Fact. What everyone needs to is the evil one uses the peoples that are supposed to be teaching God's words.
Yeah, I mean, there is evil everywhere in this world, and we cannot ignore that. And again, I don't want to just keep repeating the stuff I was saying before, but yeah, there is evil everywhere, and it can have influence on people who are preaching God's word, and that's really fucked up, that's really sad, and we need to condemn it, and that's why people like me do. We're going to keep moving on with our comments. I appreciate you guys starting. Like, again, like, I'm not even closed off to having discussions about stuff like that. Like, I'm a Catholic. I attend church every single week, if not multiple times a week. I pray every day. I read my Bible. And I still will be able to talk about stuff like that openly, honestly. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat it or hide it. I will speak about how fucking terrible it was, because it was one of the worst things to ever happen in human history. I mean, it is fucking awful what happened to those children, and in no way acceptable. I even know, like, this happened kind of near where I grew up. A little boy was molested, and one of the priests was stabbed like 60 times by one of the kid's parents. Good dad for that. It's a terrible act, but good dad for that. I'm not trying to condemn violence. I'm just trying to say, like, I'm trying to put myself in his shoes. If, like, I had a kid and that happened, try and stop me. You know what I mean? Any good dad would. I'm not even a father, so like any father probably could back me up on that point. We're going to keep moving on, though, with our comments.
Sending gratitude from UAW Local 249. Love your show. Keep up the good work, James. America first.
Let's go. Let's go. I appreciate the support. Hell yeah. That's amazing. UAW Local 249. We're getting around. We're getting around, folks. Hope you're enjoying the show. We got a new one every night. Thank you. I really appreciate the support. And America first. America first is inevitable. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a fan of the show. Thank you for, I think that's the first time I've seen you comment. So thank you for commenting. Every one of your comments we'll read out on the show. We got our next comment here. We only have, we don't have that many left. We got like we got 3 more comments, but 2 of them are threads.
We have to get rid of people like Ted Cruz and the ilk like him.
Yeah, any of the neocons in our government need to be removed. And I don't know if like what you're saying is like your phrasing is vague, so I'm hoping your intentions behind it are nothing violent, because again, we denounce all violence, but we need to use political power to get these people out of office. Any neocons, any people taking money from APEC need to be removed. They have no place in the American government. And especially people like Ted Cruz, because he's not even a real fucking American. He wasn't born here. You know, he's not a real American. And he wants to criticize people like me, like Nick Fuentes, like Dave Smith, like Tucker Carlson. Like, we were born here, bitch. You were not. Ted Cruz, you were not born in America. You are not a real American. You're a Canadian. Go back up there, you Canuck. Like, fuck off. Sorry if that's offensive to my Canadian listeners, but it's like, dude, like, Ted Cruz should not be serving in American politics. It's not like I hate Canadians. I just don't want them serving in our government. You have no place there. This is the IDF shill. His picture is literally an IDF fucking flag.
If you don't hate people, do one show and don't talk about Israel. The Rebbe is Mashiach.
Dude, you gotta stop commenting your bullshit propaganda. But, yeah, I'll stop doing a show about Israel when Rabbi Shmuley stops fucking calling people anti-Semites and the Nazi regime for trying to bill him for renting a room in his $4.5 million mansion building and cleaning fee. Like, fuck off. I'll stop talking about Israel when they're not relevant in the media. It's a daily news show. As long as Israel is relevant in the media, they're going to be talked about. There are plenty of episodes where they're not talked about when they had a day where they didn't do much. But I'm not going to shy away from speaking about them just for some cunt like you. Fuck off. Suck my dick. How about that? Here's where we got another thread. Someone gave a message directly to Fidel. Dude, Fidel is loved and hated by a lot of people. Like Fidel. I'm glad Fidel used, like, I urge everybody who's commenting, don't use your real name. You know, you don't want to dox yourself for no fucking reason. Fidel, you were smart not using your real name, because some people fucking don't like you, dude. And again, I kind of do. Like, I kind of like you. I kind of fucking think you're an idiot. But at the same time, like, I love all people, you know? Especially, you said you're an American. I love all Americans. I just think some of the things you say are so fucking retarded and brainwashed. But it's like, we're gonna red pill you one day, Fidel. I'm gonna red pill you. Slowly and surely I'll red pill you.
Fiddle, you're an idiot. We gave them a country, locked them under military rule, and never let them become educated. They never built anything. Meanwhile, we destroyed their country from war.
Yeah, because Fidel was like, what are we supposed to do? Give them a state? It's like, yeah, dude, you're supposed to not fucking treat them like slaves and shit. That is exactly what you're supposed to do. And then here's Fidel's response. He responded,
We obviously didn't lock them up to bat if they were able to make missiles, dumbass, and able to pull off October 7th.
Dude, they were using like paragliders. First of all, Israel funded Hamas. That's been proven. Bibi Netanyahu is literally in court for that. He was getting yelled at by the Knesset over it. He funded Hamas. And Charlie Kirk even said this. Charlie Kirk was the #1 defender of Israel. I mean, even over people like Ben Shapiro, who's literally an Israeli shill and spy. But Charlie Kirk asked the question on Patrick Bet David, was there a stand down order? Because the country is the size of New Jersey. To get from Jerusalem to the Gaza border, it takes 45 minutes by helicopter. But what was it, 6 hours before anything was called? The entire country is the IDF. Like, every Israeli citizen is IDF. And you're telling me it took 6 hours? Was there a stand down order, Fidel? Was there a stand down order? Are you going to answer that question? Let's see. Someone else commented back to Fidel.
Maybe it was all the funding Bibi has given them the last 15 years. Why is it they only attack our next enemy?
It's like when the U.S., like, again, like, ISIS is not good. I'm not trying to say anything positive about them, but it's like when the American government bitches about ISIS, but then you look back and it's like we created them, or we bitch about the Taliban, but it's like we funded them. And then we also just had someone from Al-Qaeda in the fucking White House playing basketball with servicemen. Like, this guy literally killed American soldiers. This guy should have been shot on sight. This fucking Taliban fuck who is at the White House. I know that's kind of irrelevant to this, but it's like we fund all these proxy groups. We fund all these terrorist groups. And Israel's not innocent in that is either. Israel literally funded Hamas. And here's the last thread. Pulling it up right now. This is Fidel responding to when I said, he said he was an American, but then he said we when he was talking about Israel.
I said we the same way Trump said we will go back in, and he meant Israel.
Yeah, when he said we, I had a problem with that too, because we're America, we're not Israel, and Trump shouldn't be saying we. Like, it makes it sound like Israel is a state. It's not. Israel is fucked. Israel is a terrorist state. That's what it is. Here's another comment by Fidel.
Yes, I am a proud American Jew and an Orthodox one. I know about the sect called Necherakarta who are radically anti-Israel. Some would say self-hating Jews, I guess. I mean, if you deny the Holocaust, usually, which they do. They went to Iran in 2006 to a conference which was denying the Holocaust. There is also another sect called Satmar. They too are also anti the state of Israel, but yet for the first 6 months they said nothing anti-Israel because it was a fight for survival for the Jewish people.
Dude, like, dude, fuck off. That's crazy. You said you're an Orthodox? Here, let me pull this up real quick. If you're an Orthodox, what do you think of this? Do you support this? Because this is an Orthodox ritual that still happens today. Did this happen to you, Fidel? Is this why you're so salty? Did a rabbi give you the old Bubba blow that Donald Trump gave Bubba? Is that what happens? I don't even know how to like officially pronounce it, but Metzeh Bepeh or Bebe or whatever is a Jewish circumcision ritual where a mohel uses their mouth to suck blood from the circumcision wound. So what that means is the rabbi puts his mouth on the baby's penis and sucks the blood out. This is sexual assault. I'm curious, Fidel, did this happen to you? Were you sexually assaulted as a kid, Fidel? Is that why you're salty as shit all the fucking time? I'm curious, Fidel, did that happen to you? Did that happen to you? We got another comment here. Fidel, come on. You write the jokes for me sometimes. I want to know two things, Fidel. Did that happen to you, and do you support that continuing to happen? Do you support that ritual continuing, knowing that multiple babies have gotten syphilis, herpes, and died from it? And beyond that, it's just a rabbi blowing a baby, basically. It's fucking insane. It's pedophilia.
Well, flag of Israel, well, juice box, well, Star of David.
That's a funny one. Yeah, well. well, Fidel. And then I asked Fidel in the comments, I was like, what's your opinion on the rabbi thing? And he didn't answer. And then I wrote another comment. I said, Fidel, come on the show and debate me. We can have a good faith discussion and I will get a moderator so it's civil. And Fidel, that invitation's open. I mean, I'll have a 5-minute conversation with you just to make sure you're not like a fucking Mossad agent or a fucking terrorist or something. Or a freak or whatever. But I'll have a legit conversation with you on Zoom, on the show. We'll do it live on air so there's no editing. And we can have a debate, we can have a discussion, whatever you want. But again, I'm not someone who hates you, Fidel. Like I say, I genuinely like and love all people. I just don't like bad practices. I don't like people in America who think that we have to give unchecked support to a foreign nation. that on paper is not even our ally. Like, we have a memory of understanding with them, but we don't have a actual signed petition to make them an ally. Like, there's no treaty or anything, and they're not even signed onto our nuclear treaty, which is another crazy thing. So, Fidel, I want to know, do you support that as well? Do you support Israel not signing on to the nuclear treaty that were signed on with Russia and China? Or do you think they should remain like countries like Pakistan and North Korea who refuse to sign on to the treaty? Because we don't look on those countries highly, but for some reason, Israel, Donald Trump and Bibi Netanyahu can't stop fucking. So, curious where you stand on that. I think that's been all our comments. I'm going to refresh the page, see if anything new popped up. I don't think we got any on YouTube. Maybe we did. I'll check. Nothing new popped up there. Let's check if there was anything on YouTube. I really don't think there was. Yeah, nothing there. That's been the entire show for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. It's been a casual Friday show, a fun Friday show. Talked about Rabbi Shmuley. We talked about the White House saying that we got $5 whole in guys, $5 whole in savings. You could buy a pack of bubble gum, maybe, depending on which brand, because of taxes. You might not be able to afford it with your $5 in savings, but you know, that's $5 whole you could use to pay off the interest on your student loans that are raping you guys. It's amazing. It's amazing the golden age of America. And we talked about Donald Trump also pulling off another corrupt move to bury the Epstein files one more time. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show today. Hope you guys have a great weekend, a blessed weekend. Please do not drink and drive, but if you do, call your lawyers first. We will see you guys back on Monday. Actually, I might do a show over the weekend reacting to Tucker Carlson's new video about Thomas Cook. That was very interesting, and everyone needs to see that, so I'm going to share that here most likely. Please remember to like, smash the follow button, smash the subscribe button, rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. Let me know what you think of the show in the comments. We'll read all the comments from over the weekend on Monday's episode. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday. Thank you.